Can I come over and have a word with some of your players? Are you happy about the lineup you've got with you today? I mean, are they going to do you proud, do you think?
Of course, you know, as I said, I'm delighted at the turnout. You know, I've got some of my favourite players that helped me throughout my career here today, so, you know, I'm looking forward to it.
Who would you suggest I go over and talk to first?
Help yourself, they're all friendly.
Okay, they won't bite, they're all okay, have a great time. Right, let's have it's Darren Anderson. Darren, can I have a quick word with you? I'll never catch him up, he's not going to stand a hope. Along with Michael Brown there. I'm never going to catch him, so we'll have a wander down here. Look at these names that we've got here. Let's go with Teddy. Teddy, can I have a quick word with you? How's it feel to be able to kicking a ball about here at the lane again?
Bit stiff, I've got to be honest. Not looking forward to it.
Few words about Ledley.
He's a legend, isn't he? It just shows you all these players that have turned out to play for him tonight. Just shows you how good he was and what a lovely man too.
And how serious are you going to be taking the game, Teddy? Because I imagine we're a professional like you, once the ball's there and the crowd's roaring, it's going to just be just like the old days.
Well, a couple of us have just said, like, we want to come out and enjoy it and all that, and all of a sudden the fitness coach has got it all marked out. We're getting the bibs on in a minute and we're having a proper warm-up, so it seems like it's professional days again, so...
Don't tire yourself out, though.
Definitely not.
It's a pleasure to see you. Well done. Great Teddy Sheringham. Let's have a wander over here, shall we? Who else we got there? With Sebastian there. Timu Tanyo, everybody. Timu. Great to see you back. Timu Tanyo, one of our favourite Finn. You know, my memory of you, Timu, still would be that 5-1 game against the Arsenal. I mean, would that be your highlight, do you reckon, playing at White Hart Lane?
Yeah, definitely one of them. It was so nice to beat at home Arsenal, so that's one of the best games, yeah.
And how does it feel to be back here at White Hart Lane and also playing alongside that great skipper that you played for so many times?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I'm really happy that Ledley invited me and very happy to be back at the lane.
Looking for a goal?
Always.
Always. Look at Timu, it's great to see you. Timu Tanyo, everyone. Let's have a wander over here. It's funny how everybody starts to move out the way, but I know where I'm going to go because the ball hasn't touched the ground since he's had it. David. How are you? I think it's true to say that you do have an affinity with the crowd here at White Hart Lane. Do you think that's fair?
You think so?
I think there's something going on there.
Yeah, it's like a French affair.
You know what? How many times that we've spoken here and you mention about tending your garden, will you be tending the garden quite beautifully this evening?
Well, Rico, and I said, don't forget, when you're going to pass the ball, we are 15 years later.
Right, okay.
That's something to take in consideration as well.
But we are going to see that footwork along that wing again because a lot of us paid money to watch that. It was magnificent.
As always, I will try my best. As always, especially here.
And a shave before?
The what?
Are we going to have a shave before the game, or are we sticking with the beard?
No, stick.
I like the beard. It's great to see it, David Chidley.
I keep the...
You're worth it. You are worth it. That's all I can say. It's cheap, I know. There was no need for that, was there? Let's go over here, shall we? You know what? I'm going to dare do it because I was always scared of him. Edgar Davids. Edgar. Welcome back to White Hart Lane. Few words about Ledley. You played with Ledley when you were here. What can you say about the man?
Let me think about it. Now, he's a great guy, and I think it's important that behind every football player, there's also a human being. And I think Leslie was a great guy, good in the dressing room. I think an admirable captain, role model, good ambassador for the club, and a very good defensive player. And he was unlucky, but I've considered him as always one of the best players in the world defensively. So I have this in my memory, and I hope everybody has this as well.
There's no question, Edgar, enjoy your evening. We look forward to seeing you playing here again. Edgar Davids, where else can we go? Let's have a wander over here, shall we? It was always a problem I had whenever I do the interview some man in the match, whereas my arm, being the height that I am, wouldn't quite reach, but I'm going to go over and have a word with Peter. Peter Crouch, everybody. Peter, great to see you back. How are you? You know, a couple of stints here. You were here as a very young man and then came back to White Hart Lane and back again. How's it feel to be back?
Yeah, it's great to be back.
With that on, of course.
No, some great memories here. obviously, and you know, I've known Led for a long, long time, so obviously a real pleasure to come back and play in this testimonial.
What can you say about him as a captain?
Well, I think, you know, it's obviously he's had a fantastic career at this club. You know, obviously I played for him in the youth team and he was stood out a mile. He was always going to make it, and obviously everyone knows about his injuries, but he had a fantastic career for Tottenham and for England.
Peter, good to see you back again. Thanks for coming to see us. Peter Crouch, everyone. Right, now, there's one person I'd like to go and have a word with. Still a legend here at White Hart Lane. With Luke Young at the moment, Paul Coyte. Paul, sorry to scare the life out of you there. Now, you always get a huge cheer here. I think it's probably because a certain goal that you scored a few years back. Any thoughts or memories of that?
Oh, fantastic. I mean, I get reminded once a year as well in Canada about it.
It was West Ham, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great, fantastic game, good results. And like I said, once a year, people in Canada remind me about it as well.
And how's life? You're living in Canada, back in Canada now?
Yeah, back in Canada living.
And how many Spurs games do you get to see?
Whatever they show, we get quite a bit of games actually. Good feed.
We've got to talk about Ledley. Your thoughts about Ledley? I mean, of course, he was your captain while you were here.
Fantastic. Like I said earlier in one of my things, one of the best players I've ever played with, and fortunate enough to play with. Just a fantastic player.
It's great to see you back. Paul Coyte. You know, honestly, I'm like a schoolboy here with an autograph book. Where should we go? We got time for a couple more? Let's have a wander down here. Look, a couple of the great goalkeepers. Let's run over here, fellas. Neil and Paul. Robbo's here. How are you?
Very well, thank
you. You know what? As far as we're concerned, always England's number one. Always England's number one. How's it feel to be back?
Oh, it's fantastic to be back. It's always special to come back, but to come back and put a Tottenham shirt on, it's even more special.
And Ledley, I mean, we've got to talk about Ledley. What can you say about Ledley King?
Oh, I mean, you look around at the people that are here, the players that are here. It's a fantastic turnout, and you can see the respect that he's got throughout the game.
Great to see you back here. Great to see you back. Paul Robinson, Neil Sullivan over there. I think we've got time for one more. I think we've put the kickoff back by about 10 minutes. Right, who is going to be chosen right now? There's Sebastian there, there's Peter, and there's Stefan. Rule Fox, come over here. Look, come on. Rule Fox. Listen, Rule, I don't want to tire you out now, so I think I'll pull you out. I thought I'd do you a favour. You know, it's a few years since you played here at White Hart Lane. I know you play in the Legends regularly, but you know, it's a question I've asked everybody, but how exciting is it to be back here up the lane?
It's always exciting to come back here, you know. I still follow out for the Legends now and again, so to turn out for Ledley King is an honour for me, so I'm just really looking forward to just going out there and playing.
And the speed is still there in the legs?
No, don't be silly.
Of course it is.
In the mind, it's in the mind, but no legs.
Well, that's why Teddy always did it, so it works for you. Roy, it's great to see you back. Roy Fox, everybody, we could do this all night. We've got so many people to speak to, but in the meantime, let's go back up to Pete Abbott and then we'll get the team news.